What's up, my weeples? Chef D-Bish here, coming to you guys, bringing you guys a special treat on this quarantine. Now, I know as of late, we've been quarantined, so we've been having a little bit of time to kind of uh, get to know ourselves a little bit. And one thing I realized about myself, I really love to cook. So today, what I'm gonna be bringing to you guys are some oxtails. Okay, um, we're gonna be making them up. They're gonna be really yummy. Um, we're going to walk through the steps. I'm going to show you guys how to do it if you ever want to do it. We're going to dive right into this thing. So first things first, we're going to need to chop up some vegetables. So what I have here for you, the reason why I like to use a lot of vegetables is because I don't like to use too much seasoning on my food. I like to let the vegetables do the flavoring for me. So first and foremost, I got my oxtails. I washed them off. A little bit of lime, a little bit of water, a little bit of salt. Let them sit in water for a little bit, marinate. Then wash them off. Now I'm going to season them up again with my seasonings. But first, everything that you'll need. We got, first and foremost, we got some onions here. We got green bell peppers, red bell peppers, tomatoes, celery. We got some thyme here, some parsley, some ginger here, and then we got some scallions there, and then we got some minced garlic here. Okay, so that's everything that we need as far as chopping up the vegetable, like things that we chop. Things that's not packaged that we're just going to use some seasoning for. These are all things that, naturally grow from the earth. Now, the seasonings that we'll need, first and foremost, we got to have the Lawry's. Um, Simply because, it just gives it that extra flavor that if you do mess up, Lawry's is going to save the day. We're going to use some garlic salt. I know we're already dealing with a lot of salt, but like I said, I don't use that much. We got a little bit of garlic powder. I love garlic. We're going to add some red pepper, simply because I like to have a little kick with all of my food. Some paprika to add a little bit of seasoning. And what I really like is curry powder. Curry powder kind of gives it that Indian feel, and just that curry feel. I really like that curry taste. Obviously, some pepper, and my salt. All right, so first things first, what we want to do is we want to make sure that we season this up nice. So what I'm going to use is this spoon here. Well, you know what? You can use a spoon, or you could just go in with your hands. I'm going to go in with my hands. I did hand sanitize. I know it's Corona time, but I used a lot of hand sanitizer. So if the oxtails taste like hand sanitizer, then so be it. At least our insides are going to be clean, right? Okay. So first, what we want to do is, I forgot to mention these two. A little bit of soy sauce for that flavor, and this is oyster sauce. It'll add an extra flavor. It'll help with the browning process. We'll get to that in a bit, and then some beef stock. If you don't have stock, you really can use water. I'm all about flavor, so I use the beef stock. Alrighty. All right, so let's go in. So let's start off with the seasonings, okay? So what we're going to do is I'm going to move this out the way, and I'm going to put this right here. Now, I don't use teaspoons and all of that stuff. I just fill it, all that shit with the, no. You know what I mean? I got nature in my body, so, I'm going to just fill it, okay? So that's about right for that, just enough to lather up the top because, like I said, we got all of these seasonings over here with the vegetables, okay? A little bit of garlic salt. Just spread that over the top as such. Now you can use a little bit more of that simply because it's garlic and salt, not just all salt. Okay, we're going to use a little bit of garlic powder. Okay, again, this is not salt, so we can use a little bit more of that. A little bit more generous. Okay, and this is going to be the pepper. Now, oxtails are savory. They're not supposed to be spicy. However, just a little pinch of that should just do us the trick. We're going to add a little bit of paprika. Okay, and then the curry powder. Now, this stuff is rich and strong. We don't want to add too much because it is stronger to give it flavor. So what we want to do is add just like 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, maybe 5 little hits of that, okay? And then we're going to add some black pepper to this. Okay, now, we're not going to add this because I already added the Lawry's. And I already added the garlic salt. So we're not going to do that. But what we are going to do, we're going to add a little bit of this. Okay. And then we're going to add some oyster sauce. Okay. All right, just a little, about a teaspoon of that. Now, I'd say a teaspoon of that because that one is easy to measure. It's like molasses. Now that we got this all up, what I like to do is I like to add just a little bit of olive oil. The reason why it helps the meat, it helps the seasonings stick onto the meat. Okay, now, we still have the vegetables to add in, but first, I'm going to mix this up. You know, you can use a spoon or you can get into it with your hands, okay? Oh, yeah, those are looking nice. I wish you guys can smell this. Like, it smells delicious, and I'm not even cooking nothing yet. All right, so, now, got that in. Now, next, we're going to add in the vegetables, okay? This is the fun part because now we get to see that color flourish before we get started with the oxtails, okay? So, hands are a little bit messy. Always keep a towel or something with you. Naturally, I have my... Actually, I have my kitchen towel always with me. Always, remember, always keep your area clean so it makes everything easier. Always prepare before you start so everything can go smoothly. All right, so now we're going to add in the vegetables. All right, so first we're going to add in the onions. Yum, yum. Okay. Now, onions are going to give it that nice flavor, okay? That nice kind of tangy a little bit. You know what onions do. Tomatoes, what tomatoes does, tomatoes give it that almost kind of like a thick kind of soupy, not thick, but like a nice soupy texture to it and also flavor as well. And then these are green bell peppers, obviously flavor. And these are red bell peppers for the flavor. And these are the scallions just because flavor. Parsley, flavor. Celery, flavor. Ginger, flavor. Thyme, flavor. Oh man, this is gonna be so good. Listen, y'all. Oh yeah, and then the final touch. Always gotta add the garlic right from the source. Boom. Okay, just about a teaspoon, maybe a little bit more, about a tablespoon of that. Boom. And now we're gonna mix this thing up, okay? Alrighty. Oh, this is going to be awesome, baby. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this sit in the refrigerator for about an hour. Cover it up. Let it sit. Oh, this smells amazing. The reason why I do that is to just give it time to let everything marinate into the meat. So when I am ready to brown these guys, that flavor is going to be easily stuck onto the meat. So I don't have to worry about losing it once I start adding the stock and the water to it, okay? So I'm going to take a little break. When you come back here, it's going to be a break for me, but for you, it's going to be instantly. Congratulations, motherfucker. All right, let's see what we got here in the oven. In the fridge. All right. So these are our oxtails. They smell amazing. They look good. All right, we're going to throw them here on this pot, and we're going to brown them. We're going to get that seasoning. We're going to get that seasoning to stick onto these oxtails. Yo, what's up, my people? So I got my oxtails. They got a nice little brown color to them. All right. All the blood is gone. Now what I'm about to do is add my stock to it, which I already got heated up. I'm about to add that to it. That's 4 cups. 4 cups of chicken stock. Now, chicken stock is in there, or beef stock is in there. Oxtail is nicely browned. Now we're going to let that cook in here probably about a couple hours. I'm going to check on it here every 25 minutes to make sure it's not sticking. But other than that, I'll be back to show you guys the next step about the halfway through process. All right. All right, this is about 15 minutes in. Just getting a nice little boil here. What I wanted to do with all of my veggies, I wanted to add them back in here. So now, once that's in there, we want to just mix that up. Mix that in there really good. Make sure look how good that looks. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. That is going to be something else. All right, cool. So now we got that on. What we're going to do is let that cook. We're going to let that boil here at about medium, a little to medium high for about an hour. I'll come back sporadically and check on it, make sure everything is copacetic. But so far, so good, my weebilizations. Woof. What's up, peoples? All right, this has been cooking now for about 3.5 hours. On and off. Not on and off, but I've been checking it. These are definitely ready. They're ready to be plated. So let's see what they look like at the final presentation. Wow. Look at that shit. And I threw some beans in there when I was about, almost done, about 20 minutes left. But look at that. Look at that fall off the... Ooh. What is that? Look at that. Ooh. 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 And then I got fancy. I made the little roll, the little dumplings. You know what I mean? Just a little flour, baking powder, brown sugar, a little bit of sugar. Mix that up till it get into a ball. Fry them things up, and you got yourself a snack. So y'all, thank you for being here with me and sharing this. We got the pinto beans with the oxtails, with the dumplings. Oh, we about to go in, y'all. I'll holler at y'all in a minute. Wait, actually, before I go, let me taste it. Let me see what this shit tastes like. Hold on now. It's hot. Hot, fuck. Let me see what these things look like. Who did that? Me? I didn't do that.